But while the glory hallelujahs ring in the ears of the disciples, while the songs of Hosanna, blessed is he, still echo through the streets of Jerusalem, Jesus goes on walking in the shadow of what restoring broken lives will cost, a toll only he can pay. From habit, his footsteps take him to the third garden, the garden of gnarled olive trees and rugged rocks, where he has so often gone in the night to pray away the burdens of his heart.
But tonight in Gethsemane the heaviness will not go away. Drink ye all of it, he had said just hours before to his friends as they shared the Messiah's cup, the cup of the new covenant. How could they know what now brimmed from the cup he has to drink? It doesn't hold the sweet wine of companionship, this cup that now stands like a yawning chasm before him. He sees the past in the cup and the future.
He sees the sick perversions of every Sodom and Gomorrah, the bloody wars of violence of brother against brother, the betrayals of trust against the innocent. He hears the cries of children violated and abused, the sobs of women battered in body and broken in spirit, the angry shouts of men in streets where violence tears relationships apart, the bitter voices of young men who have no one to trust. In this cup, he sees teenagers writhing in the muddy battlefields of some insane war, crying for the mercy of death.
He sees long lines of naked Jewish men, women and children marching toward long grey buildings whose smokestacks belch with a sickening stench of burning flesh.
In this cup, he sees unborn children and their child mothers who weep at night for the lost childhoods of them all.
And there is silence in the cup. The long, empty silence that widows know when there is no one to talk to. The uncomfortable silence as thick as a cement wall between fathers and sons who've never found a way to love or be loved. The panicked silence of mothers who wait for word from lost daughters. The desperate silence of children who wait for an alcoholic parent to burst into the room where they cower, terrified in the darkness.
In this cup, he sees all the violations, all the pain, all brokenness from Eden to Gethsemane, and from Gethsemane to the end of time.
Since Bethlehem, he has walked this earth as a man, with all the human limitations, except one. He has the terrible awareness of God, and this awareness eats at his soul, confirming that he must not only see all of this pain in the cup, but he'll have to experience all of it, become both victim and violator. Yes, become sin itself, if the lost children of the Father are ever to be restored to wholeness.
This terrible awareness is more than a human body was ever meant to bear. Drops of blood begin to rupture from the pores of his forehead as if they were sweat.
He turns for the support of a friend, for someone to just be there with him in this hour, but his friends are asleep. Human companionship is no match for the commitment this relationship demands. He will drink alone, as he has walked alone from Eden to Gethsemane, and from Gethsemane to Golgotha. The road he must take will be called sorrow. The man of sorrows must walk Sorrow Street, and he must walk alone.
For sons that never find the pain of death to carry. Then he bowed his head and died. He saw the brokenness of war, the tears of last goodbyes. He saw the lives all torn apart, and he bowed his head and died.
He felt the pain of broken homes. He heard the children cry. He saw despair and hopelessness. Then he bowed his head and died. From Eden to Golgotha's hill, across the sands of time, came love to wipe out fallen men. God's Son would have to die. A shot split history in two, and echoed through the skies. The Father had thy will 'tis done, as he bowed his head and died. But heaven had thy will 'tis done. Then he bowed his head and died.